Hello everyone. Today we are going to start with the chapter The Mughal Empire. So let's start. In this chapter we will be learning about who were the Mughals, Mughal military campaigns, Mughal emperors, Mughal tradition of succession, Mughal relation with other rulers. We'll also be learning about the Mansabdars and Jagirdars, Zabt and Zamindars, a closer look on Akbar's policies, Noor Jahan's influence in the Jahangir court, and we will be learning about the Mughal Empire in the 17th century and after. So let's start. Now we'll discuss about the condition of India before the arrival of the Mughals. So before the Mughal invasion of 1526, the north of the subcontinent was divided up into several independent Hindu and Muslim kingdoms. Many of these were culturally very sophisticated, and paintings and architecture from many different areas survive to illustrate this. Hindu painting at this time in northern India dealt mainly with mythical and religious subjects such as the exploits of God Krishna. Another important group of patrons of medieval Indian manuscript painting was the Jain merchant community of Western India. Jainism is a religion similar to Buddhism in its commitment to non-violence and its lack of an individual deity. Wealthy Jain businessmen were pious patrons of devotional art, and many of the most beautiful manuscripts and temples of the pre-Mughal period were commissioned by them. Now, when we are talking about the Mughals, who are the Mughals? Let's see. The Mughals were the descendants of true great lineage of rulers. From their mother's side, they were the descendants of Genghis Khan, ruler of the Mongol tribes, China and in Central Asia. And from their father's side, they were the successors of Timur, the ruler of Iran, Iraq and modern-day Turkey. So the Mughals were basically the descendants of two great lineages of rulers. Now we will see about the Mughal military campaigns. Three major military campaigns were fought by Emperor Babur. These include 1526 defeat of Sultan Ibrahim Lodi at Panipat and establishment of the Mughal Empire in Delhi. As we have learnt in the earlier chapter about Ibrahim Lodi, he was the last ruler of the Delhi Sultanate. After him, the Mughal dynasty emerged in the subcontinent of India. So this is the first military campaign. Second one was in the year 1527, defeat of Mewar king Rana Sanga and his allies at Khanwa. And third military campaign was in the year 1528, defeat of Rajputs at Chanderi. So these were the three major military campaigns which was fought by the Emperor Babur, and finally the Mughal came into power. Now when we talk about the Mughal family, here is the entire family tree of the Mughal Empire. First, as we can see, there is the image of Babur from 1526 to 1630. He occupied the Indian subcontinent, he ruled in it, and soon after Babur, the throne was taken by Humayun. 1530 to 1556, he was the son of Babur. Then Akbar from the year 1556 to 1605. Then by Jahangir from 1605 to 1627. After Jahangir, his son Shah Jahan took the throne in the year 1627 and he ruled till 1658. And the last Mughal emperor or ruler was Aurangzeb. He occupied the territory from the year 1658 and continued till 1707. So this is the entire Mughal family tree. Now this map shows the growth of the Mughal Empire from 1526 to 1707. Now the yellow color portion, as you can see here, it is the area which was added by 60 in the year 1605 by Akbar, and the orange color portion was added by Aurangzeb in the year 1707. So this is the entire area of dominance of the Mughals. Now we will learn about Babur. The Mughal Empire was founded by Babur. He was born on 14th of February 1483. Founded the Mughal Empire after his victories at the Battle of Panipat in the year 1526 and the Battle of Kanwa. He defeated the Delhi Sultanate and established the Mughal Empire. He gained control of the whole northern India. And he died at the age of 47 in the year 1530. So this entire area, as you can see in the map, was occupied by Babur. Now we will learn about Babur something more in detailed manner. The Mughal dynasty was founded by Chagatai Turkic prince named Babur. He reigned from 1526 to 30, who was descended from the Turkic conqueror Timur on his father's side and from Chagatai, second son of Mongol ruler Genghis Khan on his mother's side. Ousted from his ancestral domain in Central Asia, Babur turned to India to satisfy his appetite for conquest. From his base in Kabul, he was able to secure control of the Punjab, and in 1526 he routed the force towards the Delhi Sultan, that is Ibrahim Lodi, at the first battle of Panipat. The following year, he overwhelmed the Rajput Confederacy under Rana Sanga of Mewar, and in 1529 he defeated the Afghans of eastern Uttar Pradesh and Bihar. At his death in 1530, he controlled all of the northern India from the Indus River on the west to Bihar on the east, and from the Himalayas from the Himalayas in the north to the south of Gwalior. So this is the entire areas which were ruled or dominated by Babur. Now this is a portrait of Babur from an early illustrated manuscript of the Baburnama, that is in the year 1589 to 90. Now the second picture shows the first battle of Panipat on 21st of April 1526, which was fought between the invading forces of Babur and the Lodi Empire. This picture shows the different architecture which was built by Babur.